BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
In addition to news being published over on Twitter, I've also gotten back into Instagram, covering news each day or so in short little posts if you are indeed interested. The app, like everything, is DJ's Aviation and no spaces. In what is becoming a bit of a habit, welcome back to the second video of the day, once again covering the fallout of the aviation industry. Today's video comes with once again some rather bad news surrounding multiple airlines. Just in the past 48 hours, we've seen a number of airlines rapidly adjust their schedules. There's actually been some, though, that have indeed suspended 95%, if not all, of their operations for a temporary period, an almost last resort to ensure the long-term survival. We begin with SAS. The carrier just in recent hours announced some rather major changes to its overall operations following a press briefing. In their press briefing, they said, as an effect of the coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak, and the measures that authorities have taken, the demand for international air travel is essentially non-existent. Therefore, SAS has made the decision to temporarily halt most of its traffic starting Monday, March 16, until there are yet again conditions to conduct commercial aviation. Now, the statement is incredibly concerning, and while it's being mistaken by some that they are completely suspending operations, it's worth mentioning that in this case, SAS are just going to be flying minimal services. However, when it does come to their workforce, obvious concerns are present. They've announced they'll be temporarily while ground and suspend aircraft, also see work reductions equivalent to 90% of their total workforce. Now, this equates to an absolutely staggering 10,000 employees. An obvious concern for some at the moment is getting home from their destinations. It's been said that SAS will work in the coming days to maintain flights in order to get people home before they cut services for the foreseeable future. A major, and I mean a major, decision from them. Moving along, we have Air Baltic, a carrier that does not often feature here on the channel, and in recent times that's probably a good thing considering all the negative news. However, Air Baltic in the past 24 hours have announced they will be completely suspending flights from the 17th of March through to the 14th of April. It comes as the Latvian government has come to the decision to suspend international air traffic completely, something more and more governments are deciding to do. Now, at the time of recording, I've just seen Qatar ban flights, excluding those transiting and cargo services. Now, the suspension in travel will include all but Latvian nationals and residents who wish to return home, something we've seen occur on multiple occasions, with citizens getting priority to return home. The Air Baltic CEO said, Air Baltic is working intensively to assist all passengers affected. Due to the amount of rebookings needed, we ask for understanding from our customers that we are doing our utmost to deal with the extraordinary situation. The carrier operates a number of aircraft and will therefore be cutting its workforce of over 1,000 for the following month. Staff reductions that will no doubt have a rippling effect through families, as people simply cannot head to work like they normally would. The final bit of coverage in today's video is for LOT Polish Airlines, who have indeed announced they'll also be fully suspending flights. The suspension begins today and is for a period at the time of roughly 10 days, following Poland announcing a decision that'll see their borders essentially closed as they enforce the 14-day quarantine procedure to anyone re-entering the country or, say, feeling symptoms of the coronavirus. While the suspension of operations is said to be lasting 10 days, there is a high chance that LOT could most definitely look to extend this for the 14-day period we're seeing around the world, or potentially even longer, depending on how COVID-19 moves and impacts the aviation industry. Now, these are just some recent updates compiled into a video for you all, as I have had some request a little compilation video, if you will. If you have any thoughts on this, as mentioned, do not hesitate to head over to my Twitter to share those, where we try and have a good time, also crack a few jokes, in a time which is simply so incredibly negative. The changes are just unprecedented. Until then, my stock standard message. Please do stay safe. Listen to what your governments are saying. If you do have a future booking, although I can't give advice and say cancel, just listen out to what airlines are saying regarding calling them, as they are incredibly busy, and of course a lot of staff have had to take leave due to the lower demand. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more videos.